Hello, and welcome to Friday Executive Briefing. We are protecting people, performance, and profit. I am Glenee Davis. I am the visionary founder and CEO at Glenee's RX for Life. We believe that mental health outcomes have become, well, no, we know mental health outcomes have become a leadership responsibility. And in response to that, we have created the workforce care, where education and access equals wealth for our Americans' workforce. Workforce care is a nurse led education that equips Black career women with the skills, language, and system navigation needed to make informed decisions during vulnerable seasons of work and life. If you are an employee hearing this message, we do encourage you to take our work fatigue quiz. As as indicated last week, that I will be presenting field notes. I do talk to the workforce on a regular basis, thousands of Black career women and nurses across our nation ask questions, they give answers, we do readings, we do workshops. There are a variety of ways that I reach the workforce. But what I want you to know, employers, is that employees rarely enter FMLA as a blank slate. By the time they seek help, many have been carrying fear, confusion, and declining health for months. When distress is misunderstood, both employee and the organization pay a price. Today's workforce reality is that organizations today are navigating increasingly complex workforce realities. Employees' distress, FMLA and ADA decision making, return to work transitions, turnover, growing demands for psychologically safe workplaces. When distress is misunderstood, I want you to know that both employee and the organization pay the price. This is not therapy. Workforce care helps organizations strengthen workforce stewardship through a nurse led framework designed to improve decision making during vulnerable seasons of life. This is not therapy. A person can come into Glenee's Arc for Life, our workforce care center, and help them understand whether or not it's the workplace or if it's internal. If it's internal, then maybe they can go to therapy about it. But as we know, employees who go to therapy about workplace solutions often just end up being medicalized and injured, trying to return back to work, injured by medication prescriptions that they never needed to begin with, cognitive decline because they've taken prescriptions that they didn't need. There are a plethora of interventions as a registered nurse we do implement in our workforce care for this population. And during vulnerable seasons of work and life. So, this is not therapy, and this is workforce protection. Our employees across the United States, across our nation, want to be able to take off work using their federal rights and be able to return with measurably improved health outcomes. We have proven strategies, not guesswork. I have been leading Black career women since 2012 through hospital systems, ADA, FMLA, a multitude, exactly 5 levels of work fatigue that we do work from: spiritual, ethical, physical, mental, and emotional levels that Black career women and registered nurses experience before they burn out. Workforce care is um, a center that helps organizations shift from reactive responses to proactive workforce stewardship by strengthening communication, by improving consistency, by supporting informed decision making, and because leadership should not only rely on guesswork, they should also rely on the professional nurse who has experienced these issues within the hospital system, both sides, and provide you with affordable and doable solutions that can work for the organization, for the employee, and for our healthcare consumers. We like to do an interpretation before intervention. Okay, so many workforce breakdowns actually begin with misunderstanding or misinterpretation. Workforce care helps organizations reduce unnecessary discipline, inconsistent supervisor responses, mislabeling employee behavior, avoidable disability escalations, return to work failures, turnover driven by moral distress, and misclassification of employees' health needs. Correct interpretation protects both the employee and the organization. Workforce care is a human centered, legally aligned process. Our integrated workforce care framework incorporates the ADA Title I mental health considerations, FMLA decision making support, supervisor communication strategies, documentation guidance, psychological safety principles, ethical workplace interpretation, return to work stabilization pathways, and the professional nursing process. Woohoo! Let's hear it for the professional nurses. Okay, what workforce care is not? We are not therapy. We are not therapy. This is not This is not case management. This is not crisis intervention. This is workforce care strategy designed to protect people, strengthen organizational decision making, and preserve what matters most. Our workforce matters, health equity matters, life and being able to leave a job and not been broken by the system because of something that tragically happened in the workplace matters. We want to protect people, their careers, their talent, their ability to um, create an income, as well as our organizations, their image that they, pride themselves on, and their ability to continue to hire, grow individuals and allow them to move forward, to let go and move forward. The outcomes organization values we do offer, which are improved return to work outcomes, reduced turnover, reduced disability escalations, reduced legal risk, increased productivity, improved employee trust, higher ROI, and greater workforce continuity. Like I just said, we want people to be able to look at their situation and decide, hmm, this place is maybe not for me, or it's for me, but something happened and I really want to correct the situation like I am trained to do. I just don't know what to expect from my manager. Y'all know how people be opening up their mouth and using their voice, and then they just get blindsided and whistleblower. It's horrible. Why do we do that to one another? So the stewardship shift, the stewardship shift. Because protecting employees and protecting organizations are not competing priorities, a win for the employee can become a win for the employer. I promise you, I work win win. Win-win. When we protect people and we're protecting performance, we're also protecting the profit for not just the employer, but the employee also. There are so many hidden costs for employees, Black career women, and registered nurses when they are in distressful situations at the workplace. So this is our executive invitation for workforce care specialty. If you have not already checked out my updated website, please go to glenaysrxforlife.com. Check out the Workforce Care Center. This is our specialty, protecting people, performance, and profit. We are a nurse-led workforce care strategy designed to improve return to work outcomes, strengthen workforce stewardship, and reduce organizational risk during vulnerable seasons of work and life. We encourage you to book an executive consultation. I'll leave my link to the calendar below. Do not wait for another preventable injury. Overturn crises or costly breakdown to reveal vulnerabilities in your workforce system. Partner with Glenay RN, founder of Workforce Care, to strengthen workforce stewardship through practical, human centered solutions because your people, your performance, and your profit deserves protection. Book an executive consultation today. If you have any questions, please make sure that you DM me or leave me a comment, leave me a like if you are an employee who values this type of work. If you are an executive or an administrator who has been looking for someone to offload the pressure that you are feeling from upper management and stakeholders to do certain things in the workplace, but you don't know how to do that and continue with your standard operating procedures and turnover. You don't have to succumb to um, pushing employees out who are no longer viable because we are humans and we do have resiliency and we continue to move forward and we want to do better for one another. Okay, so let's talk. Bye.